Hello Aquarius, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Legacy of the Divine Tarot by Cyril Marchetti. Website is llewellyn.com at the bottom. This is a 2009 printing. I want to say in the more current decks from Cyril, they use usgamesinc.com. Feel free to check anything out you want, but just thought I'd throw that information in there. Supportive Oracle Cards, Chakra Wisdom Oracle Cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen Reisch-Baskin. Websites on this one, torihartman.com and watkinspublishing.com.uk, no, .co.uk or .com. See, watkinspublishing.com is down here, and .co.uk is up there. So feel free to freeze frame and check those out if you want to. I don't know why I'm tripping on that. Okay, what do we have for Aquarius? This could go from cold to hot really fast. Really fast. This one card. Ooh! I like that card. It was poking me. This is very... Let's see what happens here. You got the sun, you got the moon, and you got justice popping out. All of this, whatever this is, I feel like within 2 months, maybe even less, maybe less than a month, this might solve itself, whatever this is. There's a lot of good energy here for you. I'm saying that. I'm also looking at these two cards. This is like current energy, though. So something that you're not happy with, like the Ten of Swords is like devastation. Do not like. The Devil card, it does have different meanings depending on what's going on around it. A lot of times I do equate it with Capricorn. It's the Capricorn card. Is it... no, I feel like we need to let go of it. That is definitely in your wheelhouse if you choose. Whatever's going on here, it's kind of like, all right, that is what that is. And I'm just accepting something for what it is. I feel like I'm disconnecting. If this doesn't want to go my way, maybe I don't need it. If this isn't going to go my way, maybe I don't need it. I keep feeling that. I want this card. What is this? The Devil. I just, if it's not going to go my way, I feel like I'm detaching from what I don't like. If it's not going to go my way, maybe I don't need it. Maybe I just don't need it. There is a challenger here. Okay, I like this card, but I'm noticing it's the second time today that it doesn't really feel the best. The card is great. It is coming up as the challenger, though, and it's coming up in the challenging position at what's facing you. Queen of Wands, which... it depends on what it's doing. It's a challenger, definitely a challenger. This person... I feel like they're causing some destruction. Because they got the Tower and the Dice, and they got the Three of Pentacles. They're breaking something down. Like, I feel like if this is somebody taking the supports out of a house, like they're purposely making it so it's like gonna fall in on itself. They are taking out the support beams of this structure. They are. They just are. Whatever it is, it could be a social thing. Whatever it is, they're taking out the supports. And they're removing anything that's going to keep it together. It's going to fall apart. The situation is going to fall apart, whatever it is. I feel like once I accept that this is happening, wait, I'm getting all these cards at once. I feel like once I accept it with the Hermit and then the Emperor, once I have accepted it, something new shows up fairly quickly. I'm not looking to dwell on the situation. I don't like it. I feel like you don't like it. I don't want to pretend like you do, because even after you let go of it, I'm like, no. What happened, happened. In case this helps, Paul McKenna, How to Mend Your Broken Heart. I use it for situations, all different types of relationships. I think it's geared towards romance. I think it's geared towards romantic relationships. I haven't read it in a while. But business, personal, whatever you got. If you're having a hard time letting go of something, I highly recommend it. I'm saying that as a Pisces. So I'm just saying. Especially, I feel like air signs do really well with Paul McKenna information, but decide for yourself if you want to check it out. Once you let go of it, it's not that you're going to look at it and go, oh, that was great. No, I don't see that. I don't even think you're going to look back and go, that was okay. I don't see that happening either. But I feel like once I'm free from it, things dramatically go better. It's kind of like looking at a relationship and going, you know what, this relationship, at one point I thought it was worth it. Currently, no. Or a job, or maybe it's a house, kind of like when I bought this house, I thought this was going to be great. I was going to do a lot of things to it, and I have done a lot of things to it, but what's going on right now? No, I'm done. And just accepting it. Like, I didn't want this outcome, but this is the outcome. Kind of like that. This is not the outcome I was headed towards, but this is the outcome, and I'm accepting that. New things move forward for you. Things keep coming in like sections, I'm noticing. It's like, first thing I have to do is accept what's happening. Then once I've done that, new things move in. The Chariot and the Lovers come in. It feels like a whole new situation comes in that's right up your alley. Possibilities come in that you're not going to move on fast. I feel like it's kind of that moment like, before I get into something again, before I make some big decisions, I want to make sure that this is something I want. So it's kind of like maybe, let's just say for argument's sake, a good decade or so ago you bought a house. And then at the time you thought you wanted that, and over the years you're like, well, I learned some things about this house that I now know I should have looked out for. Didn't even occur to me at the time, but now that I've been living in the house, I realize this, I should have asked about that, should have handled this, should have handled that. Whatever. I learned things during that time. So now the things you've learned during your past, you're like applying to the future. Like, before we get into anything where I'm like, maybe a little bit too optimistic here, I'm just double checking my possibilities. Great things coming forward. I'm just kind of going slow and being sure I really want this to happen. The past moves on. So if there's a literal challenger, if this is a literal person, don't get caught up in the gender, but if this is a literal person causing you issue, I feel like their problems are just going to be their problems. Because I get like the Six of Swords with the despondent. If there's somebody who's really causing you issue and they're like taking out the support beams, I feel like you're going to accept that, go your own direction, then just leave them to their own devices. That energy seems very amped up. Don't get caught up in the gender. It has nothing to do with the gender of this card. So it could be male, female, anything. Any gender. This could be any gender. Whoever this person is, they're very amped up and they're becoming their worst enemy. I would just leave it alone. I would just leave it alone. Looking back at the past, I'm not even seeing this like a dark blessing. I feel like I keep looking back and I don't see you ever liking it. Great things are in front of you when you go forward. Keep in mind, the past is over. If there's something you need to learn from it, great. Learn from it and let it go. That's why I kind of like that Paul McKenna book. I'm kind of like highlighting that again. How to Mend Your Broken Heart. I Can Mend Your Broken Heart. Probably How to Mend Your Broken Heart. Something like that. Make peace with it. Let it go. It's never going to be okay. You're never going to be able to look back and go, that was a good thing. At any point, even like the dark blessing, like, well, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be where I am today. I don't feel like that really being a thing for you. I feel like there's a lot of better things out there. I actually do. I mean, if we're going to be technical, it does look like it could be a dark blessing in the sense of like maybe 3 to 5 years from now, 3 to 5 years, you got all this great stuff out there for you. Things are working out a lot better. Things are more like when I see the Justice card, it's like I'm getting what I actually want. What I originally wanted from a situation, that didn't happen with this one you're currently dealing with, but the new one you went into, you were very careful, you made very methodical choices, and you ended up with a great result, and you're very happy with it. You got the sun and the moon in the sense of like not everything is like written in stone, but what you do have, you feel like you have control of or over. There's a lot of fun going on here. There's a lot of intellectual things that match the way you feel. A lot happier in 3 to 5 years, a lot happier. I'm also getting this, which don't get caught up in the gender, but there could be an ally that comes in, however that needs to be. This doesn't have to be a romance thing. This could literally be a business thing where you finally find somebody who can keep up to you mentally, or at least in a way that you're comfortable with, and who looks out for you and supports you and helps you succeed, and you help them succeed as well. So there's somebody else coming in as an ally. If this is a romance thing for you, it could be a romance thing later. Take it with a grain of salt. That is way down the road, but whatever's leaving now opens the door for these other things to come in. I cringe to call it a dark blessing, even though it kind of sounds like one, because I don't see you looking back and like saying, oh yeah, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be where I am today, and I'm glad to be where I am today. I feel like I'm more looking back if people were who they were supposed to be, or who they said they were, things would be different. So I don't see me looking back kind of like, oh, it was a dark blessing. I don't see me looking back that way. But I do see, like, once you accept it for what it is, make peace with it, and just disconnect and move forward, things just start getting better from that moment, and they just continually get better for the next 3 to 5 years. Just piece by piece by piece by piece by piece. Is there anything else I need to say about this? I think that's it. So I feel like it's going to go your way. I like it in sense of where it'll be. Like, I know it sucks right now. If this reading is hitting, it's not fun when it starts. But when you end up, that's at least worth it. That's at least worthwhile. All right. I'm going to leave that there. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.